Hey guys, happy fall. Okay, I know, it's not technically fall yet, but I want to pretend it is a little bit because it is so freaking hot today. So, yeah, I'm just trying to channel like fall vibes today. I have my cozy sweater on, I have my pumpkin coffee with me. So, we are not going to let this hot weather ruin our fall moment for today, okay? Because today we are going to be talking about some new fall candles that were released from Bath and Body Works. They did have a $12.95 candle sale, so I placed an online order because I did want to get one online exclusive, so I have that to share with you as well. Let me tell you, I had my cart ready the morning of the sale to pick up these candles because they have come out in the most beautiful neutral packaging. And if you can't already tell by the everything about me, I obviously really love neutrals. So yeah, I think it's safe to say this is some of my favorite packaging that they have released so far for their candles. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. So the first fragrance I picked up was Apple Weather. And can you just die over how beautiful the packaging is? It almost has this kind of light colored wood grain look in the background, and then you have the leaves on there with that gold detail. It's just so gorgeous. And the packaging, or I'm sorry, the pattern does wrap around the entire candle. They each come with this really pretty brass lid as well. I even love the font on these candles. Like everything about this I'm just really in love with. I feel like they look very simple and clean and sleek. Now, Apple Weather is actually a fragrance I skipped out on last year, mainly because I'm not that big into apple fragrances in candle form. I love them in soaps, don't get me wrong. I have like every type of apple soap you can think of around fall, but for some reason with candles, I just can't get that much into the scent. I already picked up Wicked Apple for Halloween, which I actually really love. And every year I always get Winter Candy Apple, and that's kind of a wrap for me when it comes to the apple fragrances. It might be kind of hidden in other candles that I buy, but it's typically not like a main fragrance that I pick up for fall. But because I love the packaging so much, I thought, you know what? This is the year to go ahead and jump on the Apple Weather train and see what this guy is like. So the notes for it are fresh farm stand apples, lavender leaves, and cinnamon bark. And yeah, this just smells like a true crisp, red, delicious apple to me. It's not anything on the sour side. It's not too sweet. It's just a true crispy, crunchy bite of an apple. That's exactly what I get from this. Like I think of like apple picking and biting into an apple. That's the vibe I get. I don't really get a whole lot of lavender in here. I do get a touch of the cinnamon bark, which I think adds more of that kind of classic fall touch to it. But overall, I just mainly get an apple fragrance from this. So yeah, I'm gonna burn it, see how I like it. I imagine burning this like in the morning time in the kitchen. I think it'll be really nice, but it's more of like a kind of true, pure apple fragrance. So that is Apple Weather. The next one I picked up was Bourbon Maple. And here is Bourbon Maple. Comes in more of this kind of gray packaging. You have those acorns on there. Now, if you saw my haul from last week, I did mention getting the single wick version of Bourbon Maple, and I really, really loved it. I haven't had a chance to burn it yet, but just smelling it, I instantly fell in love with it. It has such a beautiful, true bourbon fragrance to it, and the notes of it are barrel-aged bourbon, sugared amber, and maple wood. Yeah, it still smells amazing. It has a lot of that depth and smokiness that I liked from the single wick. For some reason though, in the 3-wick, I actually get much more of that sweet maple in here, which I don't know how I'm gonna feel as it burns. I'm hoping that the maple doesn't overpower the bourbon fragrance because it's really that bourbon scent that I love about this. It's a very nice, authentic, warm bourbon, like that little, warm feeling you get in your chest when you drink bourbon. That's exactly how I describe the single wick, is that I do get that little feeling almost when I smell this. It smells just like a beautiful fall cocktail with whiskey and maple. And yeah, what else is in here? Sugared amber, I definitely get that as well. But yeah, it's kind of like a perfect fall cocktail in a candle. So I am excited about that. The next one I picked up is Toasted Vanilla Chai. Yum. Doesn't that sound like something you want to be drinking by the fire? And Toasted Vanilla Chai is herbal chai, toasted vanilla bean, and marshmallow. And to be honest, I mostly get a very heavy vanilla marshmallow fragrance from this. I was really hoping it was going to have more of like a spicy chai element in there. I love a good spicy candle, so I was hoping there would at least be a good hit of that in here, but not as much chai as I wanted. I need more chai, like I need more cowbell. I need more chai in this candle, but it's okay. It's a nice sweet fragrance. Usually, sweet fragrances like this for me are way too overpowering, but for some reason it's tolerable in this. So I don't know if it's because it's kind of toasted and subdued and has a little bit more of a warm note to it. That's why it's more tolerable to my nose than a typical sweet fragrance. The next one I picked up is the online exclusive. It is Chestnut and Clove. And this one comes in more of the packaging or style of packaging we saw earlier in the year with this little like gold foil stripe, but this one has a dusty mauve and kind of like a marble print on here. And Chestnut and Clove is warm roasted chestnut, fresh ground clove, and cedar wood. It's nice. I mean, it's not anything that unique, to be honest. A lot of times with online exclusive candles, I'll get them in the mail and I'll think, oh my gosh, how is this an online exclusive? Like, it smells so unique. It's so different. I love it. This is one where I do understand why it's an online exclusive. Not to say that it's a bad fragrance. It's just very, very simple in comparison to a lot of the other scents that they have. I feel like Chestnut and Clove is often like the background fragrances, right? Of a lot of fall candles, like apple and clove or pumpkin and clove or pumpkin and chestnut. They're always kind of hanging out in the background to add that sort of fall scent. It's almost like they took the star fragrance away and just took the backup notes and stuck them in a candle. So I do think it's actually good if you're somebody that maybe isn't into pumpkin or apple and it's just too much for you. You do want something very pared down, simple, something that says fall but maybe isn't fruity or too sweet. I do think it's a good fragrance. For me personally, it almost is like, you know when you have Coke and then you have Diet Coke? It's like you can taste something missing. I'm not a Diet Coke person, by the way, so if you're a Diet Coke person, you may not agree with me, but you can tell there's something missing when you have like a Diet cookie or something. That's what I get from this when I smell it. I feel like I'm getting the diet version of a regular fall candle. So yeah, I don't know. Very, very simple. Not my favorite, but still something I'm going to hold on to and burn and see how I like it. The next one I picked up is White Pumpkin Oakwood. Love everything about the name of this. First of all, it's just, I mean, how much more fall can you get than White Pumpkin Oakwood? And I really love the pumpkins on here. It totally reminds me of Cinderella. And the notes for White Pumpkin Oakwood are fresh picked white pumpkin, smooth sandalwood, and spiced pear. This one is a little bit heavier for me personally. I do like it. It's just a very heavy fragrance. And I find that oftentimes with sandalwood is if there's a lot of sandalwood in there, which there is in this candle, I feel like it tends to smell a little bit overpowering and heavy for my liking. But I do get a lot of sandalwood. I definitely get that sweet white pumpkin. It is a sweeter pumpkin fragrance. It's not like an earthy pumpkin. But I think the sweet white pumpkin mixed with that sandalwood, they're both really kind of heavy hitting fragrances. So to have them together does make for a pretty strong candle. I don't really know how much I get the spiced pear in there. I definitely get a little bit of spiciness in there, which I like. But overall, it's a little bit of a heavier fragrance. I get a lot of sandalwood in here. So if you're a sandalwood person, you probably would really like this. But I am going to burn it and see how it turns out. This next one I have to say is probably my favorite for the packaging. It is Palo Santo. Oh my goodness. It comes in the most beautiful neutral floral looking packaging. It is so pretty. And the notes for Palo Santo are Palo Santo wood, warm amber, and soft musk. This candle, now I wouldn't say this is like a typical fall candle. You're not getting apple, pumpkin, anything like that. It's more of a true woodsy amber musk fragrance. It's slightly more on the masculine side, which I actually kind of love that they took probably the most masculine scent in this collection and stuck it in the flower packaging, like the most like, you know, dainty flowery packaging. I think it makes the fragrance all that more interesting because I feel like if you just looked at the candle at just the packaging alone, you would think maybe it's going to be kind of light or florally, and instead, you just get hit with this heavy amber, this muskiness, kind of woodsy smokiness. So it's really a scent that is, I don't know, very intoxicating to me. So Yeah, love Palo Santo, slightly more on the masculine side, but I love that it's not like a cologne scent because I can't really get into the cologne fragrances. Like that's kind of where I draw the line with more masculine scents, but this just has like a nice amount of muskiness. You have the amber in there, and it's just a beautiful, warm fragrance that I actually think is probably good all year round. The final one I picked up is Harvest Gathering. I get her every single year. Absolutely love the packaging of this, that light gray color with that little like sprig. I don't know if it's eucalyptus, I don't know what it is, but really, really into the packaging for this one. The notes for Harvest Gathering are fresh picked apple, autumn berries, and clove buds. Now, even though this is an apple fragrance, I don't get like a heavy apple note from this the way I do from like apple weather. It's really engulfed with that clove bud, that berry. It just smells like the craft store to me, like Michael's craft store when you walk through and you're getting hit with so many different fall fragrances from like potpourris and fall decor and wicker baskets and all of it. It's all the craft store things in one candle, which is why I love this scent so much. I always burn this one Thanksgiving week, so it immediately makes me think of Thanksgiving, but I just get a lot of the clove, the berry. It's just as one of those candles where I'm so happy when I smell it. It doesn't leave me wanting for more because it's such a beautiful, warm, rich candle and one that I will never be without around the fall season. So of course I had to pick that one up. So that is it, guys, for this fall candle haul. I hope that you liked it. If you did, please be sure to give the video a like. And if you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. As always, I would love to know what you guys are burning right now, what you're loving, what you're looking out for fall. Is there a new fall fragrance that you're really into this year? Let me know in a comment. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.